and they will not hesitate for a moment to offer their lives while walking the path of Dharma. Then your fearsome sword will become the ornament of my neck. Siyavar Ramachandra ki Jai. In today's edition of Manas for Manush, we will go through Sundarkand Doha Sankhya 9, Chaupai Sankhya 2, through which we will learn about how Mata Janki chose death when she had an option to choose between her life and her dignity. Syam saroj dam sam sundar, Prabhu bhuj kari kar sam das kandhar, so bhuj kanth ki tav asi ghora, sun sat as pravan pan mora. Those who walk the path of righteousness often face situations where they must choose between dharma, that is righteousness, and happiness. If one follows the path of dharma, they will have to face hardship. And if one wants to avoid hardships, they must abandon the path of dharma. Ordinary people often choose the path of happiness and allow dharma to decline. However, the noble ones are those who place dharma above earthly pleasures and are willing to renounce comforts in order to persist on the path of dharma. And ultimately, they only get to enjoy long-term, stable happiness. Because true happiness can be achieved only at the path of dharma. Those who abandon the path of dharma may experience momentary happiness, but they can never attain a feeling of contentment in their heart. And happiness that lacks satisfaction can never be permanent. The truly noble person is one who regards dharma as a promise without any exception, without thinking about happiness or sorrow. Even if they have to choose between dharma and life, they will still choose dharma, and they will not hesitate for a moment to offer their lives while walking the path of dharma. Janakanandani Seeta is one among those great individuals. When Ravan was making various attempts to break her spirit, she first tried to guide him towards the path of dharma. In the 21st Sarg, 7th verse of Valmiki Ramayana, Seeta is trying to teach Ravan the importance of following dharma by saying, Yatha tav tatha anyesham dara raksha nishachara atmanam upmam kritva sveshu dareshu ramyatam. O night-dwelling Ravan, means Nishachar Ravan, the way your women are protected under your shelter and patronage, similarly, other women should also be protected by you. Your heart should be aligned to your own wives, and you set your own example of following this dharma. Seeta attempted to make Ravan realize that the way he cared for his own women and is committed to protect them, a truly noble man is the one who allows the women of others to feel safe as well. But the wicked Ravan was riding on the chariot of arrogance. He neither understood the principles of dharma, nor he had any awakening of empathy within him. He knew that Sita's chastity, purity could not be challenged. But intoxicated by his own power, he continued to try to distress Seeta into taking wrong decisions. When all attempts to convince him and polite refusals to his proposals were failing, Seeta used clear and firm language. Seeta ji says, Syam saroj dam sam sundar, प्रभु भुज करी कर सम 10 कंधर, सो भुज कंठ की तव असी घोरा, सुन 60 अस प्रमाण पन मोरा. O 10-headed Ravan, as beautiful as the garland of the blue lotus, and as vast and strong as the trunk of an elephant, either the arm that belongs to Lord Sri Ram will touch my neck, or if that is not possible, then your fearsome sword will become the ornament of my neck. In other words, your sword will cut my neck and bring me death. O crook, listen, this is my eternal vow which I will uphold without any exceptions. With these words, Seeta made it clear that there was only one outcome of all the Ravan's efforts, Seeta's unshaken pledge. So what do we learn from today's Chaupai? If you ever have to choose the path of Dharma, even at the cost of your life, do not hesitate to sacrifice your life for Dharma. Baba's Brahmagyan today is dedicated to those who question practice of Johar. Just like Mata Seeta, throughout history, there have been many instances where women find it appropriate to sacrifice their lives for the preservation of their Dharma. However, that should be the last resort. The first option should be retaliation against the evil forces. And when our daughters take the form of Ma Durga, then no one can stand against them. Like this. राम नाम की लूट है, लूट की पूरी छूट है, ये पूंजी बिनमोल आपकी है सारी की सारी. तो बोलो, मंगल भवन अमंगल हारी, द्रबहु सुदशरथ अजिर विहारी.